JayMike,
PWG.
and today, guys, we got some good stuff on the table for you.
Some shiny bright stuff.
Oh, you know it. So these are the new Neymar Jr. signature boots, the second they've made for him. And I gotta say, I am feeling it. Like big time.
I'm feeling yours because the smaller ones look so slim and perfect on the foot. But my size looks like...
a monster.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of...
Well, that's the thing, you know, smaller shoes always look better. And, well, that's what I try to tell my girlfriend. Applies to all walks of life, but that's another thing.
Yes. Don't get them into that, okay.
Anyway, so the new boots here are actually pretty funny because they are capturing a lot of boot history. Because, as we all know, Neymar is kind of seen as the new big thing for Brazilian football and for football in general. And he kind of walks in the footsteps of another legend, or Fenomeno, Ronaldo, who also happened to wear, well, these bad boys back in 1998. The very first Mercurial, and as like a tribute to see the fact that Neymar Jr. is the
new phenomenon.
Well, he's not a new phenomenon because he's already a phenomenon.
Of course, but I mean the phenomenon.
Well, he is a pure phenomenon. It's called Puro Fenomeno, and which means the pure phenomenon. And basically, they have kind of tried to capture, I don't know if you can see it, the design of the original Mercurial R9s into this one.
I kind of had the resemblance in my mind, but I couldn't really put the finger on exactly which boot because I'm not the boot nerd as you are. But you slammed it.
But it's there, and obviously it looks pretty flipping good. So that's kind of the story. Neymar continuing the whole
legacy.
Yeah, the whole legacy.
Yeah.
Why are you so far away from me?
I don't know. I feel like
closer.
oh,
Come closer.
Okay.
Man.
Was that? I hope you guys heard that.
I'm hungry. But anyway, we need to talk about the boots. I can eat later because the funny thing about this is we're going to talk about the upper in just a bit. Because if we turn it around, there's another pattern on the inside, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but actually, not only did they take the design of this iconic boot, they also, because this is Ronaldo's,
yeah, obviously,
and then they kind of mixed it with the boot that Neymar wore when he kind of smashed it onto the scene, which was the Superfly II. Do you see it? It's kind of the same pattern here.
Oh, Opa.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really see it until you're staring yourself blind into the patterns.
So when you see it, I know.
Oh,
and
wow.
maybe it's easier to see from afar when the boots are equally big. That's a pretty cool feature. So they're mixing. They're basically mixing the OG R9 1998 boot with the Superfly II, taking the Ronaldo and which is basically the boot Ronaldo wore when he became the big thing or Fenomeno, and really taking the boot that Neymar came onto the scene with and kind of mixing them together in this bad boy.
Just stir it into a pot and just make this...
I'm feeling it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. And you know, the thing is that when I first had it in my hand, I was like, yeah, it's maybe a bit too flashy for me. And maybe it still is. But I mean, when you get to hear the storyline behind everything, you kind of, oh, that makes sense. And you kind of like it even more.
I think this is so good looking.
It is.
Come on, man.
It is.
It is perhaps the most iconic Mercurial colorway that we have out there. And then they kind of mixed it up with some gold on it.
Obviously, some colors.
Some chrome, and it's just beautiful. And the cool thing is, obviously, this is a Mercurial Vapor 11 because Neymar prefers his Vapors, as do I myself, compared to the Superfly. And that means that they've only made this as a Vapor. Not the nonsense that we saw with the Written in the Stars boot, that was also a good looking one, where they also made a Superfly. It just looked off.
Yeah, and he's not going to wear it anyway, but it's still his name on it, and I think that if it's his name on it, he should have his say on it.
Of course.
So
he didn't want
his Seymar to the boot, you know, just...
Wow.
Moving along.
Wow, okay. But actually, speaking of Neymar's say on this, he put a few personal touches on it because apart from having, of course, the lines from the 1998 Mercurial and the Superfly stuff, the Superfly II stuff on the inside, as you can see, it says Alegria
and
Ousadia.
Ousadia, which
That's
means...
kind of his motto, daring and joy, which is the motto that he lives his life after. And he's had it on all his football boots, daring and joy. And then, of course, we also have his logo on the insole. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
And even his Ousadia Alegria on the... Oh, it just says
I did not...
Alegria. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, well, on the other boot it says Ousadia, and the other boot says Alegria.
But the best thing for me is actually the tech specs of the boot, because this is not just a normal Vapor 11. Because as you can see, the speed ribs are different than a normal Vapor 11. Let me just get it.
All right, technical difficulties.
Yup. Because as you guys probably know, like the normal Vapor 11 here had all the speed ribs, and it had this very like matte, slightly grippy Teijin finish to it, Teijin synthetic with this kind of textured release paper finish to it. But on the Neymar boots, as you can see, we have this kind of leather-like synthetic to it because, and there's a reason for this. It's not officially confirmed, but this boot was the first time Nike made a synthetic leather boot.
Oh.
Which means that this mimics kind of the synthetic leather effect that they made. So it has a different finish to the upper. It's kind of leather-like. And as you can see, it's very soft.
It's very soft.
Really soft. So basically, you don't get as many speed ribs, but you still get this very, it's a slightly grainy texture upper to it.
And I kind of like the matte metallic look to it as well. So it's not like the shiny in your face metallic. Liking it more and more, the more you tell me about the story behind everything, and that's how it is when you have a boot nerd and someone who doesn't know as much about FG boots as me.
But it's just perfect, and even the laces are black. I mean, it's just, wow, I like it a lot, especially compared to the normal Vapor. We have the big swooshes on the side, like Neymar likes it. I'm hyped about this boot.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this type of swooshes instead of the one that goes onto the toe box.
I agree.
Looks way better, and I kind of like the thing where you can, like, it's not speed ripples or what do you want to call it, all over the boot.
Yes.
What is it called again?
Speed ribs.
Speed ribs.
Speed ribs. You know it, man.
Boot nerd.
Last thing is just, you remember this?
Yes.
They made this back in, I think it was 2013, 15th anniversary of the Mercurial. But I reckon that this is just a little bit better. I mean,
it kicks his ass. It does.
It's just with the placement of the swoosh, you know, this was a nice boot. But I just think that...
Honestly, if you want to hear my real opinion, as a non-boot nerd, this feels more like a remake of the original R9 boot.
Yes.
This feels more like this just feels like...
it tells a different story, this
is more story, more history, more... as I said, his Neymar in everything, and it feels like just an upgrade to the upgrade.
What a disastrous invention of a word. Please never do that again. Neymar.
I thought you were the pun master, but okay, all right, okay.
Well, I am. I make good puns. That's the difference.
No, you don't.
But guys, basically this is the story of the new Neymar boots. It basically is still a Vapor 11. We have the anatomical sole plate, we have the ACC, we have the integrated one-piece tongue on the upper. But that's kind of it. We still have the Teijin synthetic with this synthetic. It's a difficult word to say. But with this synthetic leather finish to it instead. And it's very, very, very soft. Different speed ribs. And that's kind of it. And you get something that looks like one of the most iconic football boots in the world. So final say on it, Phil?
I mean, the more you tell me about it, the more I love it. And I gotta say, like, the iconic colorway of this, like looking back at the original R9 boot, it makes me a little bit nostalgic. I didn't wear it myself because I couldn't afford it, but I would want to wear something like this now.
But it's kind of nice that Neymar is kind of the new phenomenon of Brazilian football, and he kind of carries on the Mercurial legacy. I like it. I approve. It's a big flipping fat thumbs up for me. One of the best looking boots of the year, guys.
Yes. I don't know what to say, but honestly, the biggest problem here is that it's obviously a Vapor. So my fat feet...
Yeah, we don't worry about that because, guys, we also need your opinion. You should let us know what you think about Neymar's new signature boots in the comment section right down below. Also, though, we did a playtest on it, and you can check that out by clicking the video right down here. You should go and watch it. It's a very good video. And as you know, we make more videos, playtests, reviews, videos like this. You can learn some cool tricks. And if you want to see that on a consistent basis, you can go and subscribe to our channel by clicking the green bubble over our heads. Also, you should leave us a like if you had a good time and spread the word about the new sick boots by sharing the video with your friends. And Phil, with that said, we're signing off.
Wow, it's a great outro.
Thank you. Cheerio.